Hello, everybody, and welcome to Connect In. Connect In is a weekly broadcast about the importance of getting out of our heads and back into our body and heart. I am Damini, author of Painting the Landscape of Your Soul, and it is my mission, my profound pleasure to help you live as your brightest best self, as the you that you know deep inside is there and wants to shine in this world. So, welcome. As always, if this resonates with you, if this is your first time, yay, welcome. If this resonates with you, or if you are a repeat listener, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, the more that we can kind of spread the love out in the world, the better, well, better our lives, and the people that we come in connection to's lives are better. So, this has been a crazy few weeks. Those of you in the States, most of us in the States, I should say, we've been dealing with daylight savings time. And then for all of us on this planet, we've been dealing with 2 eclipses. And, we've also just passed equinox. So we were kind of more sunlight than nighttime, and now we're moving more towards dark, and we're still kind of hanging in the balance. But I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people that really likes sunshine. I actually really like the dark as well, but walking my pup, it's easier to do that in daylight or in light, period. All of that to say is that we are going through some serious change. We are still mammals. We are these mammalian beings, and we feel these shifts. We feel these shifts of just that 1 hour. If you're in one of those states, just still messing around with that, we feel that shift of time. We feel it in our body, we feel it in our sleep, and then to toss equinox in there, where the light is starting to shift, and then the eclipses, which I don't know about you, but I haven't slept really in 4 days. Like, I've been cavorting with the moon all night, consciously or unconsciously. Like, sometimes I got up, and hence the drawing out there. The night of the eclipse, I just thought I would just draw moonlight and just see what it felt like to connect instead of just watching. Actually, that's what I love about embodied creativity. It gives us the opportunity for that 10 seconds or hour or somewhere above or below that, to really be present with what we're experiencing, whether that is watching the moon shift, or being present with our breath, or kind of being present with what we're feeling. The embodied creative process helps us, like, just notice what is going on in ourselves. And that's super helpful when we are in change. Yes, we have been dealing with change over the past 2 years with the pandemic and being with people or not with people. And although that's shifting some, it's still a question. I don't know about you, but every time there's an invitation, it's like there's always this questioning. The way we get through pandemics, the way we get through eclipses, all of that starts internally. And Connect In is really about allowing us to connect in to our inner guidance. But before we connect into our inner guidance, whether that's here or how we are in relationship with our environment around us, first we have to be centered and grounded and focused. And that is super important. So what I thought I would do first is take us through the experience of getting centered, grounded, and kind of inside ourselves. Because here's how I think about centered, grounded, and focused. If we are in our head, right, and we're kind of up here and we're thinking, I was just doing this on my walk, like I noticed that when I was walking and kind of opening up my senses, right? And smelling and listening and looking at all the colors and watching the light move through the trees. Like my focus was out, open, wide, really. Like I felt like I had full peripheral vision. And then I started thinking about something, probably this. And I realized as I was walking, it was almost like I was kind of watching where I was going, but it's almost like my eyesight went inward, like my focus went in really tight. And I was kind of walking in the world, but yet thinking like I was in my head. And we do this all the time when we're busy. We do this all the time. Like when our head is filled up, all we have is the bandwidth for here. And then when you're really in that headspace thinking process, like we're almost like doing like a conch shell, like we're coming deeper and deeper into the spiral where we're kind of driving or we're kind of walking, that really all the activity is in our head. And then obviously that could be a problem when you trip over a root or you almost miss a red light or something like that. So there's two ways to be in the world. When you're in your head, you're kind of here and you're really not paying attention to your senses or opening up yourself. Or you can be in the world where you're a little bit more wide open. And I get that that's hard, especially if you live in a place that is super busy or noisy. It's like you just really normally kind of come in and shut down a little bit. But it's important to take some moments throughout the day to really open up, right? This is how we navigate change. Change cannot happen just in our head. Change has to happen in our internal relationship and our external relationship. That's how we manage ideas, thoughts, transformation, change. I know I segued just a little bit, but bear with me. The invitation is just to spend a good 30 seconds, minute, 5 minutes, longer, kind of opening up your senses to wherever you are, whether you're inside or outside, it doesn't matter. Whether you're petting your dog, your cat, your snake, it doesn't matter. Just bring your full awareness to all of your senses. That immediately brings you back into your body effortlessly. They talk about, there's a concept out there called forest bathing, which is a Japanese term. Basically, it's like go outside, and not only go outside, like open all your senses up to what's around you. Right? There's a dead deer somewhere where I live, and I don't really want to smell that, and you can feel that your whole body starts to contract. Meanwhile, my dog is like opening all her senses, like, oh my God, what is that smell? It's amazing. So our ability to open our senses is different for each and every one of us, but the invitation is to open your senses. What do you hear, smell, see, feel? Feel the wind coming across your face. Feel the moisture of the air on you. Just notice. And that will immediately stop the busy of the brain and bring you back into your body. When you are in your body, you actually begin to replenish your energy. It's like putting gas into your car. When you are in the present moment with your senses wide open, you actually are filling up your tank. So those of you who are super busy in the head or have those kind of jobs, it is essential that you take a couple minutes, 5 minutes a day, to open up your senses, to breathe into your belly. So what does this have to do with managing change? When we are in our head like this, we don't really even notice that things are changing, except for the inconvenience of maybe light is different. Like if you're in one of those states that changes their time, or maybe you're not just a fan of darkness. Like we'll notice it, but we're really not kind of feeling into our body. So we kind of moving through life a bit like a bull through a china shop. When we come into our body, and that could be by opening your senses, and additionally, the exercise I'll do with you in a few minutes, you are totally centered and grounded, and you can manage what and how life changes you. So we can easily adapt to change when we are centered and grounded in our body. It's harder to deal with change when we're just in our head, right? We're just kind of pushing through life instead of allowing to be present in life and being flexible with the changes. I guess a metaphor would be, if you're always in your head, you're going to be like that dead tree that just falls when there's a windstorm. But if you are more in your body, you're going to be like that young sapling that can really just move with change, but yet not lose its way. If you are trying to navigate change and you're in your head, you're like, well, if I do this, but then this is going to happen, and I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to do this. And so you're always back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying, there's your key word for being in your head, is trying. When you're trying, you're just kind of thinking out solutions. When you are centered and grounded in your body and your heart, those decisions feel right. Like, there's the difference. You can think of all the options and you kind of capitulate back and forth with those. But when you're in your body and you're navigating change, that change is going to resonate fully through your body, and it's going to be like, yes, that feels right. And there's no question. Like, then energetically, that leaves you to go forward in ease. When you're in your head, it's kind of like pushing a boulder up a hill. When you're in your body and heart, it's like walking down a grassy, flat path with all of the beauty around you, just saying, hi, welcome, keep going. So navigating change, whether it's eclipses or whether it is time changes or it's relationship changes or life changes, it is so much easier to do that when you're in your body. Okay. So what I like to do is take you through a very simple exercise, an audio exercise. And if you're driving, listen to this later. But for the rest of you, I'm going to put some music on. And so this is by Chris Collins, and it's indie music box. But I'm going to put some music on, and I'm going to invite you to follow me for the next 5 to 7 minutes. Follow me into the exercise of breath, belly, feet, with a little bit more emphasis on allowing your senses to open at the same time. Okay? So go ahead and get comfortable. Take a long, slow, deep breath. Feel the weight of your body on your chair. Feel your feet on the ground. And just take a survey. How do you feel in your body? Where's your focus of energy? Is it up in your head? Is it down in your hips? Is it in your feet? Maybe there's a particular part of your body that's just aching. You could bring your awareness to wherever that is, but you're just noticing, doing a scan. Great. Now bring your full awareness to your breath. Breath in your mouth or breath in your nose, doesn't matter. Just feel it kind of coming in and out through your lips or through your nose hairs. In short, just recognize that you're breathing. Now invite your breath to come down your throat. Maybe feeling the expansion of your throat. or the movement of your Adam's apple as you're breathing. Bring your breath down into your chest. This is where it kind of gets exciting, right? Not only the front of your chest is expanding, but every one of your ribs on your side and your back are expanding. Shoulders are kind of moving up and down. Curious if your breath is coming down or up through your body. Bring your breath now from your chest into your diaphragm, which is that place right between your rib cage and your belly. And invite that breath to relax that area. When we are busy, when we are thinking, often we're holding our breath more. And that breath hold normally comes from this diaphragm area. So invite your breath just to fill up that area. Front, sides, back. Maybe as you do that, you notice if you're getting warmer or cooler in your body. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more relaxation, a little heavier. And bring your breath into your belly. Allow your belly to be soft. Notice the more that you allow your belly to be soft, the more your eyes soften as well. The more we come into our body, the softer our eyes get. Allow that breath to fill your belly, your sides. Let it soften the back, those muscles that keep us upright. Bring that belly down into your pelvic floor. Feel that breath fill that whole area, bringing some softness into your lower back, your lower belly, into your hips. And since we still have a memory of a tail, you can imagine your tail wagging right now. Bring that breath now fully down your legs, both the left one and the right one, front and back, and right down the center of the bones. Let that breath hit your ankles and spread out through your feet, bringing the breath to each tip of your toes. And then feel that breath land at the soles of your feet. And wiggle your toes. Great. So breath into your belly, down to your feet. Do a couple cycles of breathing. If you feel an area that is particularly tight, you can invite the breath to go there. Let that area expand. Breath, belly, feet allows you to come not only down into your body, but it brings you from a really wide open, almost kind of porous energetic field into a tighter, almost like a wetsuit sensation of tight energy. When your field is tight like that, nothing can get in. Not people's bad moods, not bugs, not germs from a Chinese medicine perspective. So you're coming down into your body and you're coming closer to your body. And you're going to feel a little heavier. So take a moment and notice how you feel now. You may feel a bit bottom heavy. That's good. The further away you get from your head, the more grounded and centered and clear in your decision making you're going to be. Breath, belly, feet. You can do this whenever you need to. Breath, belly, feet. That helps you not only stay in yourself, that helps you stay grounded and centered no matter what change is happening in your life. So you can do breath, belly, feet for a couple minutes when you wake up in the morning, at your lunch break, before a meeting, or whenever you just feel like, eek! Breath, belly, feet helps you get centered and grounded and clear in who you are. And from there, you can navigate any kind of change. So again, if this resonates with you, share it with a friend, like and subscribe. If you'd like to learn more about the embodied creative process and how to transform your life through embodied creativity, check out DaminiCelebrate.com and look at Creative Alchemy. So until next week, I hope you find this tool to help you navigate change really helpful.